Hi everyone, this is a reading with me. I hope you are doing well. This is for all star signs and we're going to see what's coming through for you. I have messages for you, and also this is a very safe space where you are always very, very welcome. So let's begin. And I really hope I can help you, especially if you are not feeling so great. Okay. Whew, it's a heavy one. It's also a very important one. It's got a lot of truth to it, so I'm just going to get straight into it. First of all, a lot of you do stay up at night wondering and thinking to yourself, you know, this person's married, this person's married, this person's getting married, that person over there is getting married, this person over there is settling down, that person over there has a life partner. What is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Why is that not my life? Why is that not happening for me? Why is it that every week, you know, you see something online or you hear about someone settling down and it's never you? And you just feel like your life in that area is Five of Swords, chaotic. It just doesn't work out no matter which direction you go in to try and make things work. You're always just left empty-handed. And it really gets to you because you're always just hearing about everybody else's success, but then you don't see your own. And it's not because you're not seeing your own, it's because you literally feel like it's not on your plate. And you're thinking to yourself, how? And the reason why you think that is very valid because, okay, you think about the fact that you are kind, you are caring, you are giving, you think about people, you don't just think about yourself, you are loving, you are understanding, you are caring, you are smart, you always go above and beyond, you know, taking care of small details, you remember what other people are thinking, wanting, doing, and then, you know, it comes to you and you think to yourself, all of these people settling down, it's really nice for them and everything, but how come my turn hasn't arrived? They can all settle down, that's all lovely and everything, but how come if God has this many blessings to give, why hasn't God used one of their blessings for a human being like me who is kind, who is caring, who is understanding, and above all, who is always growing and learning to grow? Why is God giving blessings to other people who have not really made much of an effort necessarily to such a degree? Okay, to which I would say technically, you know, you don't see exactly how everybody is living. And also at the same time, not everybody that is in a relationship is happy. Not everybody that is in a relationship is fulfilled. Not everybody in a relationship is in a healthy one. This is very important to understand. You will not believe, okay, the amount of times you see a happy couple on social media. You see them, you know, act happy for a long time, and then boom, suddenly they're no longer together, and you think to yourself, wait a second, what? Didn't you just take that really nice happy picture like 2 weeks ago? People, you know, that talk about marriage, you know, and even get married, and then boom, what happened? What happened? I think what's really important to understand in this situation is that your path is different. You will have love for the long term. Love is on the horizon for you. It's not even something that you need to think like, oh, how do I make it happen? How do I make it happen? I'm sorry I'm whispering. It's just I feel so out of breath thinking about this because I feel like some of you have cried about this or you've just felt so depressed. And the thing is, right, depression can also create like a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, and it can really take a toll on your body as well. Like you can feel very tired. And so as I'm speaking, I feel like I'm really absorbing a lot of the energy that many of you have where you are just tired. You are exhausted. And I really feel it when I'm trying to breathe and trying to get my words out to you. I feel exhausted for you. But your destiny has a loving, lifelong life partner. The path is a bit slower than what other people are dealing with. Their karma is different to yours, okay? Now what I mean by that is, you know what, in their past lives, maybe they did a lot of good, okay? And so for some of them, things came together much sooner and it will stick. For others, it can also be that they have lessons to learn. So their relationships might not even last. We don't wish that upon them. You know, we wish that people's relationships will last, but what you have to understand is that other people have different karmas, right? So that can mean that their relationships may not last. It might look all fruitful and beautiful and lovely and glamorous right now, but that doesn't always guarantee the long term. Your karma is different. In your past life, I genuinely believe that you did have a hard time, and you always said to yourself, I would rather be single for a longer period of time and then have the right person come in when it's ready, or when it's ready for that person to come in, than to be constantly let down by like 15 people in a row. Okay, so even if you have been hurt by someone, you know, in the recent past or in the past, I do believe that you've been sort of by yourself for a period of time, rather than just be dating, and then always just keep attracting the same cycle. And even if you have attracted the same cycle of people, you told yourself in a past life that you would want to be single for a long period of time and then meet the right person. And you made like a promise, I feel, to God, the universe, whomever you believe in and whoever you believed in the past life. I feel like you were religious in your past life, but you had a hard time in love in your past life. And so if you're not religious in this lifetime, it can also resemble that in your past life you had a troubled relationship with God. So that can also explain your relationship today with God or the universe. So what I want to basically say here is that you have a really important message. And this important message is that, listen, you will have a long-term relationship, but you did promise, okay, in your past life, due to lots of relationship problems, that you would be alone for a longer period of time, rather than dating rejection, or having worse people around you. You were like, I'd rather be alone. And then the right person comes through. You know, I'd rather just be alone, because you really dealt with a lot of pain. So in this lifetime, rather than you having like 9 other people come in during that period of time where you were by yourself, you may have like not really anything come through. And that's because the universe is protecting you from people that could come in and do really nothing in your life, okay? You are basically being protected from fillers, okay? Fillers are people that just come and fill in your time and don't really do anything. And maybe you get attached to those kinds of people and then nothing really happens. And it's annoying, it's frustrating, it can be a waste of time, okay? Fillers, not people that like teach you lessons like karmics, okay? But fillers, they just fill up your time, okay? So you're being protected right now. If right now, you know, even if you're in a wishy-washy situation, you've got someone but you kind of haven't, you still have your energy, you still have yourself. You're not like in a committed situation to the point where you're like married to this person, and therefore when the right person comes through, okay, they will just progress things along with you. They'll just move things along with you. All you have to do is stand in your power, and this person just progresses things along with you. You will get married, okay? You will get married. You will have a beautiful relationship. You will be able to share good news with your family, just like people share with you all the time. And then you go, oh, congratulations. And then you think to yourself, but that's not happening in my life, you know? And it's not that you're not happy for those people. It's just that it makes you feel like you're doing something wrong. And the answer to that is no, you're not doing something wrong. It's just that your karma and their karma is different. You do have good karma, and your relationship is going to last forever, okay? For as long as both of you are together, your relationship will last forever. It's not always a guarantee that their relationships will last, but also at the same time, we wish their relationships would last, but don't compare your path to theirs. It's really, really important, because the Tower here shows that's your own then personal destruction, in the sense that you then are making your emotions depend on what's happening around you, and that's not really life. If you're single right now, enjoy your singleness. Trust me on this one. Enjoy your singleness, because when you are busy with your life partner in the future doing a million things, you will literally think back to these moments and think, oh, I had so much more freedom, I had a little bit more time for myself, wish I did more things for myself. That's really important, okay? Because you're literally going to be busy with your own family, you're going to be busy with tasks, and you know, if you have your children, then children, you're going to be really busy with them, you're going to have like a million things to do, and you're going to be like, oh my god, you're going to be exhausted at that time. And then you'll literally think back to this moment and think, why was I so exhausted back then as well, just by overthinking? Let's not be too overly exhausted right now, okay? Right now your exhaustion comes from not feeling so great, because you want to feel great. right? You associate a relationship with greatness because in your karma and in your destiny, in the future, you are going to have a relationship of greatness, right? So you feel that. You feel like you're missing out right now, but it's not happening right now. So try not to put your all your time and energy towards that completely right now, because even though that is your destiny and you can literally sense it, that's not what's happening right now. So instead, enjoy right now for what you have got right now rather than what you haven't got right now. Does that even make sense? I hope that makes sense in some way, shape or form. I really hope that makes sense. Okay, so this is really, really important, and I'm going to pull a few more cards, but before I do, I just wanted to mention as well that if you ever wanted to purchase any personal services, definitely do check out the description box below and shop moonlightguidance.com, which is my website. So on there I have personal tarot readings, which are readings to answer questions that you may have for your personal situations, and there's also intention items on there which have thousands of 5-star reviews, bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, candles, sage bundles, teas, and so much more, which you might be interested in. So yeah, there's just amazing reviews on those items, and there's also sage bundles and candles and teas and embroidered cards which you can put under your pillow, and there's also the intention rituals as well for love, money, success, marriage, career, healing, beauty, justice, black magic energy removal, protection ritual, and so much more. Okay, so yeah, they are down below as well. Let's get some cards. Okay, so we've got here Magic, Curse, Witch. I've been talking so much about magic to the point where I kind of don't even want to talk about it anymore, because, you know, when someone says things like, oh, you probably got a curse on you, it's like, you're probably thinking to yourself, like, oh, that's such a typical thing for a person to say. But I've said this before, and I'll just say it briefly, okay? Some of you, okay, have been dealing with things being rather slow in your life because of magic, okay? It's not necessarily that you don't deserve the things that are going to come into your life, but sometimes people get very, very jealous, especially, you know, of just people that look a certain way, or people that have got things that they haven't got, and so people then place curses onto people to try and make themselves feel better. And you know, I would highly recommend doing a black magic energy removal, because black magic is something that can affect areas of love. It can definitely affect money and things like that, but if you've already done it, then you don't need to worry about it, because I know that many of you have been getting the removals done. But basically, yeah, some of you may be dealing with a hex or a curse that is basically slowing things down in your life, which is why you feel like everybody else is progressing and you feel stuck. Whereas naturally you would be the chosen one, right? And you are the chosen one, but it just feels like you're constantly stuck when you definitely should not be. Gosh, I feel exhausted just talking about this right now, but basically, I'd recommend a black magic energy removal, which by the way is on my website and listed down below. But if you've already done it, you don't need to worry, as long as you've done the protection, because the protection protects you against all future hexes and curses. The removal only removes everything up until the point that it's removed. Protection then protects you for life. So if you've done the removal and the protection, you don't need to worry, okay? You really don't need to worry. But for some of you that need to hear it, it's a message that came through. Magic can be affecting this area of your life. Quite important. And yeah, you know, it can really slow things down that are naturally supposed to come into your life, because I do feel that by now things should have come together for you. Alright, so this is your reading. If this reading resonates with you, let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Check out the description box below for information on personal services, readings, items. I also have TikTok and Instagram. I post short readings on there every single day. There's don't even know what you say. Don't even know what you call it. TikTok and Instagram. Moonlight.guidance on Instagram. Moonlight Guidance on TikTok. And I'll see you all very soon. Bye.